Hey guys, just before I start the video, I just want to mention that I'm trying to stream New World once, maybe twice a week on the old YouTube channel. So if that's something maybe that you're interested in and you want to come along and hang out, that would be kind of awesome. And then make sure to subscribe. Thanks. Hello, my dear viewer. And the question I'm wanting to tackle today is New World fun yet? Now, fun is a subjective thing. For sure, right? You know, people get enjoyment out of different things. You know, if you like gathering and things like that, then you're more likely going to have fun out of something like New World, right? Only makes sense. But I kind of wanted to address the question to the audience that is, there was a huge bandwagon of people, right, that were just hating on New World. You know, in some cases rightfully so, and in some cases wrongfully so. So I kind of just want to address it as plain and as simple as possible to whether or not maybe you would be interested in coming back and whether or not New World is indeed fun right now. So first thing I wanted to talk about was what isn't fun in New World. Let's just talk about what isn't fun in New World, okay? Constantly running out of Azoth because the Azoth costs are ridiculously stupid. 200 Azoth here, 200 Azoth there, and then you're out, and then you're running literally everywhere, and it turns, I can't remember what that walking game is, you know, that is Daryl from The Walking Dead, but essentially the game turns into a walking simulator. No meaningful PvP in what is essentially a PvP game, or at least it was built that way, yet somehow felt like the side that was neglected. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Constantly running out of storage. Not exactly fun either. You know, inconvenient fast travel points. You know, no fast travel points near dungeons or things like that. Places where you would want them to be so you don't have to, like, run around all the time. There was a lot of things, and hundreds of more things, by the way, that just weren't fun in New World. And, you know, that is what was happening on release. And it definitely left a sour taste in the community's mouth. You know, it was kind of unfortunate because myself, I was personally super excited for New World to come out, and I've got maybe 800 or 900 hours in the game now, and I've got to say, today, now, more than ever, the game is as fun as it has ever been. You know, all of the things that I've addressed, right, that weren't fun, no meaningful PvP, hey, now they're actually bringing out ranked 3v3 PvP and a PvP progression line. It's not out at the moment, but it should be coming out in the next update. You know, now they have fast travel points around all locations, dungeons, and, you know, all the expedition points and things like that, kind of where you would want them to be. Now, Azoth cost is no longer a massive big deal, you know, and and more importantly, the thing that I really wanted to touch on was there is like a huge thing for me, and it was the dungeons. I'm not very much of a dungeoneer, okay? Never did mythics. I mean, I did mythics in WoW, but not really massively. You know, my majority of my time went to PvP, but something I really wanted to talk about is the new Heart of Madness, you know, the Tempest Heart dungeon. Oh my god. Now, all the dungeons that have come out, the ones that, well, I say the ones that have come out, the ones that were out in release, they're good. They're good. They're okay. And they feel good-ish, I guess. You know, just a lot of the same sort of mobs and no real mechanics. You know what I mean? People who have played the game and have played the dungeons, you know what I'm talking about. You get into Final Fantasy and there's like this plethora of things that you've got to do, you know, run on this point and that point and dodge these AoEs and that AoEs, and it really keeps you engaged on the fight, and that's obviously a massive part of it. And I logged in yesterday, and I did the Heart of the Tempest expedition for the very first time, and I'll just say that it was a bit of an experience. You know, I was feeling, there was lots of highs and lots of lows, nothing to do with the dungeon, just my own personal experience. Definitely a video coming on that soon because it was hilarious. But the main point I wanted to talk about was this dungeon has changed New World for me, how I view it, how I perceive the game. Because where once I felt like oh, well, these are the, you know, all the old dungeons of New World, where once I felt like, oh, this is what we've got to this is what is to offer. You know, the hardest boss in New World for the longest time has been the end boss of Genesis, which you stand still and hit in their face, and the end boss of Lazarus, which you stand still and hit in their face. You know, a few boulders that you have to run behind here and there. You know, nothing. No mechanics, really, whatsoever. And then I went through this dungeon, and it absolutely took my breath away. And I'm not even exaggerating. I'm really not. It was gorgeous. One of the most beautiful dungeons I've ever had the pleasure of playing in any MMO ever. The characters were coming out, talking, dialogue, engagement, rich story, and great mechanics. I had an absolute fuck of a time fighting that snake boss in the new, you know, I think everyone is having a bit of a nightmare with it. But that almost crushed my spirit fighting that boss. But I'll tell you one thing, god damn was it fun. And then getting to Isabella, the last fight, you know, and it wrapping up the storyline, it felt like a different game entirely. And if there's one thing I would like to say to you guys, it's that if this dungeon is any indication of the care and the love and the passion that the developers have for New World, then this will turn out to be a great game. So to answer it, the long and short of it, is New World fun? Again, of course fun is subjective. Of course it is. But a lot of the things that weren't fun have been taken out of the game. More fun things have been added. And the game feels better now than it has ever felt. And I'll have a few clips running in the background showing the dungeon that I was running through and some of the bosses. So you might hear my voice in some of them, either frustrated or joyous or in wonder. But it really has changed New World forever for me. And I really do. I believe that wholeheartedly. And, you know, the developers, you can, in my opinion anyway, you can sort of tell that they care about the game and that they care about people's opinions on it. And they want people to genuinely have a good time, which is more than I can say about a lot of games that just don't care. And it feels like New World really does care. So, yeah, I think New World is indeed fun. More fun than it's ever been. I hope that you log on. I hope and pray that people watching this video will log on, try Tempest Heart, make your own decision of whether or not you think this game is fun. Because I can't imagine anyone playing that dungeon and not coming out of it thinking, fuck, that was incredible, because it really was incredible. So my absolute congratulations to the developers for making an absolutely stunning piece of art and piece of gameplay. My congratulations to them for bringing it, you know, eventually bringing out PvP that was announced in the roadmap. You know, this game is taking a turn and it's taking a change, and me for one, I'm definitely going to be along for the bandwagon. I think it's really awesome. So that's all I've got for today. Thank you very much everybody for watching. I do hope that you come on and you log into New World and you give it another shot if maybe you brushed it off before. And I hope maybe you stick around on the channel to see me doing some more New World content. I would super appreciate that. So thank you everybody for watching. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. Until then, I'll see you in the next video when hopefully I will go over in more detail the dungeon itself, and maybe I don't know what I'll do yet. It's too exciting to think about. So thank you very much everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Oil vow for now. See you. Good.